Hey, my Vips, how are you? This is Pat Matthews, deRobertis, coming to you from one of America's messiest home kitchens. Hope everybody's doing well, and can you believe that the holidays are upon us? But I guess we know, right? Halloween comes, you sneeze, and here comes everybody else. So a couple of things before I get on to the products so I don't forget. I want to remind you that in order to guarantee receipt of all your orders, by Christmas, you must have them in by December 2nd. In fact, precisely 11:59 p.m. on December 2nd. It's possible you will receive your orders in time if you place the order after that. But if you want to be guaranteed, that would be the day. Now, of course, if you're getting something for someone, I'm sure they're going to be very happy if they have to wait a little bit longer to receive something as Tupperware as one of our items. But I know you like to have it there on time, especially if you're going to see the person on Christmas, right? Okay, so remember that. 11:59 p.m., December the 2nd, in order to guarantee your delivery. The other thing I want to talk to you about is we're going to look at a lot of things, some at a low end, some a little higher end. The thing is to remember, you could possibly get these things free or at half price by just having a party. Everybody likes a party, especially a party that you don't have to do extra cleaning, extra shopping. You could be comfortable in. You don't have to worry about seating. You can invite everyone. Think about it, whether you have 10 Facebook followers or you're friends with 522. They can all be invited, and you don't have to worry where they're going to sit and what you're going to feed them, or if you have beverages enough for everybody, right? Because it's on Facebook. So just invite them, because I want you to get the bang for your buck, Absolutely. You're putting in the effort. You're doing this with me, and I appreciate it. The other thing with a Facebook party is I do most of the work. The two things I ask from you is you have to invite all 522 followers, or how many that is that you have or want, and you need to participate in your party, right? If they were actually in your home, you'd have to talk to them, and you'd be saying, oh, I like that, or I don't know if I'm crazy about that color. Oh, I've had that. I really like that. So I need you to participate and chime in. Other than that, I do the postings and the visiting and everything else that has to be done. And the best part is, all your partiers, they go online, place their order, so you don't have to deliver anything or collect any money or any of that other stuff like we used to, have to do in the good old days, or if you still have an in-home party. So keep it in mind. The benefits are there. In fact, if you book and hold a party, you are guaranteed one piece of free Tupperware. Yes, you are. This month, for booking and holding a party, well, this month and next month, right in this catalog, we have, you will get one of our little bowls here. I just want to show it to you. How cool is this, right? Now, I know we were a little low on inventory for this color, so you would get a mystery color. Life is a mystery. Makes things interesting. But it will still be a little wandelier here, and all you have to do is hold the party. No guaranteed sales, no guaranteed bookings. Have a party. What could be easier than that, right? Sounds cool. The other thing, I want to show you one of our thank you gifts. Now, we have a selection of 3. You can choose what you want, but I wanted to show you these. We get 2 of them. If your party reaches 200, you will get an extra gift. This is one of the things you can select. These are little mini fridge smarts. As you can see, it has a little chart on here. What you put in there will tell you where that vent should go. Fridge smarts are incredible for keeping your produce fresher longer. I mean, we all know how fast it turns, right? No matter how fresh you think you bought it. Even bananas, right? You can buy them slightly green, so you think they're going to hang around a little longer, and There they go. Fridge Mart helps you increase the value of your investment in your produce. They're easy to take. They're spill proof. You see these little wells here? Now, when you buy your produce and it's been picked, it still breathes. That's right, plants are living things. So when you put them in something, there's always a little condensation, right? Vapors from their breathing. Makes you think twice, right, about attack of the killer tomatoes. Anyway, this chart will help you figure out how to close the vent. And if the fruit or vegetable is not on here, you can just scan this code with your phone. The wells, when your fruit and vegetables are breathing, as their vapors accumulate, they'll go in the wells. This way, your produce is not sitting in moisture, right? Because that's kind of the thing that helps to move along them getting bad. If they get soft, they get mushy, yuck. So this will prevent that. You hear that seal? That's freshness guaranteed. So this is the little seal up here, the venting rather. And after you've checked to see where you need it, you slide it over, right? It works kind of like, you know, the drawers in the bins, the vegetable bins in your refrigerator, right? And has the little slide for fruit or for vegetable. That's pretty much a wide range because not all fruits and vegetables breathe the same. Just like people, you have heavy breathers, light breathers. Some can hang out together. You don't have to get separate ones for each thing that you buy. They can be grouped together. And that's also what the little chart shows you. Like who could be hanging out together without making the other one rotten. It's like picking good friends. And you get 2 of those. Not 1, you get 2. So it's a great bargain. It's a wonderful deal. And it's for $200 in party sales. Not a booking. Nope. Party sales. So while we're talking about Fridge Smarts, slide these guys over here out of the way. This is one of our longer, this is a shallow one. I just want to show you because we do have them in all shapes, sizes. There's tall ones, there's short ones, there's wide ones, there's rectangular ones. Whatever you need for whatever vegetable you need to do. You in here, put your carrots in here. Corn on the cob can go in here. Smaller vegetables you can even put in here. And you know what? These are even usable if you don't refrigerate certain fruits and vegetables, like tomatoes, right? Tomatoes, you put them in the fridge, they lose their taste. Like, who got this tomato? Makes it even worse than buying just a hothouse tomato, right? It just loses everything. So you can put them on your counter and it'll still do the same, right? Holds it up so it's not sitting, getting mushy, has all the little wells. Fridge Smarts are the way to go. Things are expensive enough as it is. There's no sense buying them, bring them home, throw them away, right? We want to actually use what we bought. And the great thing about them, right, besides the fact that they're Tupperware, I mean, that's the best part of them anyway. So they're durable, they get banged around, your kids could drop them on the floor, and you don't have to worry about it. But you can also take them with you to the supermarket, to a farmer's market, and when you buy them after you've made the purchase, put them right in the Fridge Smart, right? You buy your trunk, or as you're going out the door, you know, after they check you to make sure that you're honest and you haven't taken anything that you shouldn't have. If the grocery store you're out at has a big enough area, move to the side, put your things in the Fridge Smart. Because it's true, you don't understand in the parking lot, especially if it's midday and nobody else is around, hanging out by your trunk. Just because you never know. We at Tupperware look out for your safety as well, for your personal safety. But put them right in there. This way, when you get home, you just take it, slide it in the fridge, and you're done. You know, myself, I don't drive, so when I get home, it's a matter of unpack, don't be lazy, put it in the Fridge Smart. And if the kids are here when the groceries come, I take advantage of them. Because the truth is, I have to tell you, they get a kick out of looking up themselves. to see what fruit, what vegetable, where to mark it. To kids, it's a game. So let them do it. And it's good for them because they get used to, handling real fruits and vegetables, knowing how to treat them, knowing how to put them away, knowing what can go with what. And it's great for them even as they get older. It's part of a life skill. They're going to have to go shopping. They're going to have to eat. I'm not going to say they have to not eat out all the time. Maybe they will. But it's still good for them to know so that they have that knowledge. Because not everyone is going to have that kind of a job where they can eat out all the time. Oh, okay. So, also in our storage area, I want to talk about, this is one of my favorites. We're going to talk about some old things, new old tricks, new tricks. As Gypsy Rosalie said, we're very versatile. And if I have to explain that reference to you, I'm going to blame your mamas. Anyway, vent and serves. Oh my God. We love vent and serves in this house. So we'll start on the outside. You see they have little feet? Yes, they do. So you could take it out of the microwave, put it on your table, not worry if they remember to use a trivet or a towel or something underneath it, because it'll be raised. But those same little feet work in the microwave to heat all around. That's right, it's not sitting flat, so the heat is able to circulate around it and heat everything evenly. You know how sometimes in the microwave, and I know even with the newer ones, it could still happen, it heats from the middle, doesn't maybe get to the ends, or it's just not completely done. This way, since it's raised, the microwaves can circulate around the entire dish. These also, we have them in taller ones, we have them in rectangular ones, we have them higher than this, lower than this. We have a bunch of different sizes to treat all your needs. Now, you could do your food prep ahead of time, put it in here, put it in the fridge, or in the freezer. That's right. Or you have leftovers, same thing. In the fridge, in the freezer, and when it comes out, just pop it in the microwave. You take off the little vent cover, and in it goes. This way it steams out. So what makes it great, even if you're heating up like rice or noodles or macaroni, because you know what happens? Sometimes when you heat things, and if they don't vent right, those things become mush. They become like a paste. Who wants to eat paste? Nobody, right? No matter how delicious the gravy or the sauces or whatever in it might be, it's still going to be paste. And we don't want that. That's why this is perfect. Because like I said, it heats it, the steam comes out. So when you take the cover off, you're still eating the same delicious meal you originally put in it. It's also good if you want to cook stuff ahead of time and have it handy. Say the kids get home from school before you get home from work, or you want them to have, something healthy when they come in as a snack. You can cook it up ahead of time. Put it in the vent and serve. Have it in the fridge or in the freezer. So when they come home, they can just take it out and put it in the microwave. You feel better about what they're eating. They're very happy that something is ready for them. And you know what? A lot of times, kids will pick and they will enjoy the healthier option if it's ready for them. Not all the time, just like adults, like, we should maybe make ourselves a couple of eggs and we decide to eat a Pop-Tart instead. So I've heard. And, but this is ready, right? They don't have to mix anything up, and they're not making a mess in your kitchen. That's a huge, 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 huge plus, right? Because we know when they help, it's not always so much, right? So, and the other thing that happens with them, what the kids talking about, kids, or even yourself, is to be able to take something healthy to work with you, or something you like, that you made, right? I mean, you made something you really enjoy. There's not enough really left over, to have for dinner, to even, to share with somebody. Put it in your vent and serve. Once you close it, they're leak proof. They could take the commute. I mean, really, no matter how many times you get knocked over on the subway, who's standing next to you, if they bump you, make you drop your bag, you're covered. And your cover is covered. That you don't have to worry about something bad happening, making a mess. And then you get it to work, right? You stick it in the microwave. You have a cover and everything because sometimes the microwave will work. It's a little iffy. But you're covered, you're contained. Eat it, and then you take it home. So you're not wasting, using like a one-time plastic thing. You're not reheating in styrofoam, which is not good for you at all. That's just, not only is not healthy for the environment, it's not healthy for you personally. And you have this. The kids take them back and forth to school all the time and take their lunches in it. In fact, if we have leftovers before, like, you can even get the last fork in your mouth, they're like, can I take that to school? They can do it because it'll be safe in here. Their food won't be all over their book bag and won't be all over everything else. And, I know with mine, they have microwaves in school. But even if it's something that doesn't have to be hot when they eat it, right? They take it with them in the morning, time they have lunch. If it's at room temperature, a lot of times they're just as happy. And depending on what it is, it makes sense. I know I'm a fan of cold macaroni, so if I went to have my lunch and my macaroni was at room temperature, I know I wouldn't be reheating it. I'd be a very happy camper. And again, you can get them in different sizes, different shapes, for whatever your needs are. Goes from here to the freezer or the fridge into the microwave. It's a wonderful thing. Okay. What we have next on our list? So, talking about easy in the microwave. This is our pasta maker. Now, I know people that use this all the time. It will hold a pound of pasta. You stick it in the microwave, and in less time than it takes for the water to boil on the stove, you're done. It took me a long time to use mine. I had, oh my God, I can't tell you how long. And certain things I know I'm like, this is what you use, this is what you do. And somehow cooking macaroni in the microwave was like, I don't know about this. But like I said, I know people will swear by this, and this is what they make their macaroni in. Be it spaghetti or regular macaroni. What made me finally use it was I was making lasagna. And some things had happened, I was behind schedule, and I thought, let me give this a shot. So what I did was, and it has lines in here, so I don't think you can see them on here, but there are lines to tell you how much water to put in. I put my lasagna noodles in sideways, not flat, but sideways, because I wanted to stick together. I think we did 5 minutes maybe in the microwave, because I don't like to cook them all the way through, because I don't like them to get too soft in the oven. So I always, even when I do it on the stove, just par cook them. 5 minutes, it was perfect. Layered them out into the oven. Life is great. Yes, it is. I'm telling you. The other thing, though, you can use this for is to steam vegetables, right? You don't want to use it to put, your macaroni. If you're like me, it's like, I don't know. Carrots, asparagus, any kind of a vegetable you want to steam. Use this, right? It's a lot easier. As you see, it has the holes here are actually to drain. So you don't even have to use a colander. You see where this, okay. Okay, there's the edges. Well, this side there is no edge like that. So when you cook it, you put it on this way, and see it even has a little arrow so you know what you're pointing to. When it's done, put it on like this, and you see it's aerated, right? The holes are over here. I'll lift it up so we can see. There they go. Put this on here. The side without the edge. Really not that complicated. Please slide it there. All right. When you bring it, it's done cooking, bring it to the sink and just pour it out. This is your colander. So it's one less thing to have to take out and wash and then have to dry and put away. Because you know what? Even when you have a dishwasher, you need to have room for all this stuff, right? That's the first thing. Then once it's washed, you still have to dry it. You still have to put it away. Why? You have time to be doing extra dishes? No. Not only don't you have time, nobody wants to do it. It's that simple. Who wants to do extra dishes? I don't know anybody. And I can say I've been around a while to have known a lot of people. I have never met anybody who said, gee, I love to wash dishes. Can I come to your house and do dishes? Because let me tell you, I had to take advantage of that offer. No. So don't make extra wash for yourself, okay? All right. What are we talking? Oh, I know what. Again, another one of our household favorites are our soup mugs. Let me tell you, these are great, again, to take your lunch. I don't think this one's been married, are you? Let's see. You know about the marrying thing, right? When you get them, sometimes the lid doesn't cooperate. It's because they're not married to each other, see? So you can put them in the dishwasher or soak them for like 5-10 minutes in the sink with really hot water. While they're still warm, you take them out, you fit them to each other, and the lid will form to the shape and the size of your container. That's why Tupperware is able to maintain such a great seal. That's why you don't have to worry about things spilling and, and keeping things fresh because of that seal. So if you get, one of our bowls or our cups or anything, and they're just not cooperating, they just haven't been married yet, and they're trying to be good. Alrighty? So anyway, boop. As you see, we have a little venting top there. And again, the same as with the venting serves, it lets the steam out. So that, again, you don't want be extra water in whatever you're heating up. Okay? Be macaroni, you don't want the sauce, the gravy to get watery. You don't want extra water in your soup to dilute it. It steams it up. Also, it's good because it's going to be hot enough when you open this cup. You don't want extra steam coming up in your face and having to worry about that. Although I tell you, sometimes that's the only way you can get a good facial, right? If you don't have the time to be running out. Holds 2 cups. We even use them here. We use it for soup. I use it for chili. They're even good for cold snacks. Like popcorn or Cheerios. If you're going out with, taking the kids out or whatever, you put that in here and it'll hold it. Especially for the little ones. It gives them a handle as they're taking things out, right? It's a lot easier for them to hold than, maybe those little dishes or whatever. Handle is good for them to grab. It's also good for you to grab if you're trying to give it to them rather than trying to juggle things and, which we usually are, right? They come in a set of 2. I'm telling you, they are wonderful. And again, take it to work, send it to school with them. Mine go back and forth all the time. Most of the time they do come back, I have to say. Just have a good talk with them about how they won't be taking anything else anymore if you don't get your Tupperware back. And we always have nice cheery colors on them too. So if you're having a bad day, maybe you feel a little under the weather, not only do you have something to make your soup in, that'll make you feel better, but you have a nice bright color to cheer you up. Listen, the world is sensory, right? We smell things, we taste things, we see things. What makes life beautiful? Okay, so we got the soup done, we got the macaroni done. What are we doing next? We're gonna grill. Now, I like food on the grill. I don't like to be outside in the grill because I'm no wild about bugs. I mean, that's the bottom line. That's the short and the long of it. I will eat outside if somebody else is cooking on the grill because I enjoy it. The thing is, this part of the United States, most people don't grill all year round because we get winter. And it's a little cold out there. Now, some people, God bless them, I mean, they'll brave whatever, clean the snow off that grill in order to, be out there doing their thing. Most people I know are not going to do that. Comes the end of summer or the last nice days of the fall, and they're shutting it down. They're good till spring comes. You could solve that problem with our microwave grill. That's right. This is, and I know I've shown it before because this really is one of my favorite products, is our grill. So, we'll start with the grill. Again with the legs, see? So that when you have it in the microwave, all the waves go around it, it heats evenly, grills evenly. Inside, you see we have a little well around here. That's so any fat in your meat, what you're cooking, drains off the meat. The meat is not sitting in it, it's in the wells. Makes it a lot easier. You can make in here. Make your eggs in here, bacon in here. One of the greatest tips I got, let me tell you, and I love it, is when you're making your gravy, brown the sausage, brown your sausage in here. Because if it's on the stove, you know you have to watch it, right? Grease splatters, kids come around. If you have pets that like to hop up on there, be a dog or cat, you have to be there to watch it. God forbid you have to go to the bathroom. Now you're shutting things off, or you're just not getting to the bathroom. And you hope you hold it without bursting. When you put this in the microwave, first off, it also cuts the cooking time in half, but it gives you the freedom to do other things. You're not chained to the stove. So no matter what it is that you would normally maybe throw in the frying pan, put it in here. Chicken, chops, burgers, potatoes, do your french fries in here, those little tater tots. You know what else you do in here too? Especially if you're not doing like for 100 people, those little pizza rolls. You know the kids like, right? They come home from school or their friends come over, they're hanging out. By the time that oven warms up and it's at the temperature you want, they could be feeding their faces. You know, even if you're doing it in a couple small batches, it's fast enough to keep up with them. And you're not, like I said, wasting gas. Have something else to clean. You know, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And the kids can do them themselves, right? Because you worry. I know my grandson is getting to where he likes to help in the kitchen. And I always get nervous him taking things in and out of the oven. So I still have to be standing there because he's not quite tall enough to actually like reach over the rack when he's pulling it out, you know, when the oven door is down. So I do get a little nervous. Makes him a little annoyed because I'm a little nervous, but still, and I know you guys know what I mean. It's in the microwave. This will get hot. These are pot holders, right? They need the pot holders taking it out of the oven. So they can feel they're doing something. It's good independence for them, right? They're learning that they can do things in the kitchen and they can do it without you. So that if you're in the middle of doing something and they say, Grandma, can I put a hot dog on? Can I do this? Sure, use the grill. They love it. In fact, they think of things for me to do in here that I forget. This is our cover. See, nice and flat? Now, this cover, talking about versatility, can be used if you put it in flat, right, like this. Of course, it won't be down that far if you have food in there. You could do paninis. That's good for the burgers. It's good for grilling the chicken, the hot dogs, the sausage, you know, kibasi, whatever you're putting in here. You put in there. But you can also bake a cake in here. That's right. It comes with a ring. I don't have the ring right here, right now, because in all honesty, I knew the kids would get into it, so I put it someplace safe. And we all know what that means, right? So I need to use, and you can get a replacement ring, by the way, if something happens to yours, like what I did with mine. But you could bake a cake in here. Sometimes you want to do a casserole. You don't want to have it like grilled. Take your top and turn it this way. So you see when you turn it that way, okay, let's try not to drop everything because the Tupperware will remain fine. My keyboard might sustain a little damage, but the Tupperware will be fine. But you'll see it has like little vents on the side, right, to let steam out. So it gives you the option of grilling or baking, casseroles, burgers, whatever it is you want to do. This piece is an investment, but like all Tupperware pieces, it's a great investment. The durability, I mean, I've used it, I can't tell you how many times. The kids use it, and if you want to test your product for quality, let me tell you, let your kids use something. That'll do it. It's wonderful. It's easy to clean. Now, I've been told it's not, you really shouldn't put it in the microwave. I'm not going to lie to you. I put mine in the microwave, usually in the middle drawer, but it's not recommended, okay? But even washing it in the sink, hot water in the microwave. What am I talking about? Excuse me. I'm still thinking about this in the microwave. In the dishwasher. Not recommended, but I do it. You see? That was my director saying to me, don't put it in the dishwasher. But washing it with either the dishcloth, or if you have a soft brush, hot water soap, it cleans. No problem. Easy peasy. Wash it, dry it, put it away. And it's small, right? In fact, I keep mine right in the microwave. This way I know exactly where this is, even if I don't know where the ring is. And get the ring, you can bake a cake. Think about it. You could heat up, if you have like, you're doing your pancakes or waffles from scratch, you could do it in here. Or stick the frozen ones in here, right? This way it gives them that little crisp. Because the thing is, those things, the pancakes, the waffles, you could put them in the microwave on a plate, whatever. But they're like a little soft. Like you don't get that little crispness that you like on the edges, or waffles a little crisp. But if you put it in the grill, there you have it. And it's a non-stick surface, so you don't have to you don't have to grease it or put oils in it. If you want, you can put like a tiny bit of taste if you put it in your marinade, but it's not necessary. I said it's a non-stick surface. Always remember too, do not use metal utensils on it. Use nylon or silicone utensils so that you don't scratch the surface. Because same with your non-stick pots. Once you scratch the surface, it makes it harder for it not to stick. I'm telling you, this is great. The other thing it's good for, not just at home. If you have an RV, if you have a small apartment, like I said, they take up very little room. And your kids in college. Some of them may be just starting in January. Some of them will be coming home from the holidays, and it might have been their first foray out to the dorm or, to a college apartment. And they weren't exactly sure what they were going to need. Well, when they come home, they're going to know, and you're going to know, because they're going to make sure they let you know. So, like with the pasta maker, our rice maker, our breakfast maker, the grill, all of these things make great presents for those that are going off to college, already at college, and again, for their first apartment, for a studio especially. Oh my gosh, for as little as this will take up, I think I'd store it right in their microwave. And anybody who wants like the convenience of not having to do the oven or be cooking on the stove with the things splashing up in your face as you're trying to fry things, or just to give you a little freedom to get other stuff done while you're cooking. Highly, highly, highly recommended. Now, what do we have here? Oh, talking about making lasagna. So, we have our Ultra Pro. I love Ultra Pro. I loved the first round of Ultra Pro, and then what ones we have now are so improved and so wonderful. This is our lasagna pan. Do you see how I'm flipping this around? I can bang it around, I could drop it on the floor, but it's so light. Now you make stuffed shells, you make baked ziti, you make lasagna. By the time you have in all the macaroni, and the ricotta, and the mozzarella, and the gravy, and if you're using meat, lasagna gets really, really heavy. And I know some of you have pans that you've had forever. You have pans that might have been your mom's or your grandmother's, that it's traditional for you to use them, especially at the holidays, right? There's a lot of sentimental feeling. I know exactly what you mean. My brother, God rest his soul, not long before he passed away, came to see us, and he had a brand new stainless steel lasagna pan. That's exactly what it's called. It was lasagna pan. And I can't think offhand by who it was made, but by itself, it weighs 3 freaking tons, I'm telling you. Well, he brought it here to give to my grandson, who at the time was 11, so he's all of 12 now, because this way he could have a pan for his lasagna. Like I said, the thing is, he's 12. He's not exactly making lasagna by himself right now. But because lasagna is his favorite food, and my brother had this brand new pan, I'm telling you, it was still in the box. Everything was still all in there, had never even been opened, the box. He thought it would be great to give it to his great nephew. So, for the holidays, when I make lasagna, that's the pan that we use. That pan can be used for an arm workout, I'm telling you. So the good thing is, Liam has been using his chin-up bar more. So, come Christmas, he'll be the one lifting it out of the oven and bringing it to the table. But I know you guys know what I mean. All of that, it's heavy. Your arms might be bothering you. You've been cooking all freaking day, moving every kind of pot and draining stuff or whatever. Now you have this heavy pan that you have to lift too. Other than the holidays, this is the pan that I use to make our lasagna or our baked ziti in here. Because this is so nice and light, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to hurt your arms. It's not going to, when you go to lift it, you're not going to have to remember to bend your knees so that you don't pull your back out. It's wonderful. And this too cleans super, super well. Again, I do it in the dishwasher in the middle shelf. You don't have a dishwasher, you don't feel comfortable doing it that way. In the sink, hot water, soap, your dish soap, and the dishcloth, zoom, 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 and life is good. It's nice and easy to clean. And it's nice and lightweight. Save that other pan. Like I said, it has sentimental value. I more than understand. Save it for those times. When you're not using it for that, use it for your own workout. You already have it. You don't have to go buy weights, right? Do yourself a favor. And all of our Ultra Pro is like this. The loaf pan, the round ones, the stackers. You know, we have a roaster. I don't have everything with me, but I did remember the roaster. Now the roaster is, let's see, almost 4 quarts, 3.7 quarts. You could put a roaster in there, right? You could put a roast in here. You could put the whole chicken in here. You might be able to fit a turkey breast in here. And again, it's nice and light. You're not killing yourself. It's Tupperware. You can bang it around. Comes out. Somebody burns their finger. It falls on the floor. Dinner's not destroyed because it's not going to crack all over the place. Really, really do yourself a favor and invest in it. You know, also too, if you're having, a situation, sometimes your joints hurt or whatever, and picking things up is a little harder. This is less weight. The food you have in it is going to weigh enough. And that's what's important, right? You want to make sure you have enough food to feed everybody. Use the Ultra Pro. Save yourself a lot of workout, a lot of pain in the arms. It's the way to go. And the pieces will stack into each other, The lasagna pan comes with a cover. This also has a cover. You know what's great about their covers? You could cook in them too. And I can't believe I didn't say this. It's plastic, right? This is going in your oven. Not just the microwave, in the oven. That's right, plastic in the oven. Without any problems. Like I said, the covers can be used. Also, put, a side dish, whether maybe your vegetables, a little cornbread, anything. It also goes in the oven. And it saves you work. And when it's done in the oven, if there are leftovers, put them in the Ultra Pro. It goes in the refrigerator, and you can take it back out and use it to reheat. Whether you use it in the oven or the microwave. I mean, really, right? What could be better than that? Instead of going to find something that it's going to fit in and... No, you don't want to do that. You want to eat your meal. When you're done, you want to relax as much as you can relax, because I know you're thinking about it, you got to clean up. That it will be one less worry that you'll have. Take my advice. The Ultra Pro, the way to go. Now, I also want to show you our handy dandy silicone bags. We have regular ones, And we have slim ones. So these are our slim bags, right? They stack inside of each other. So they're nice and easy to put away. Let me get this one out of here. Let me take out this last one here. This guy, perfect for snacks, right? Put them in there. You can measure out with snacks. It's great for proportions. If you're watching your weight for whatever reason, that you want to lose weight, if you're a diabetic, if you just don't want to overindulge in sweets, you can put it in here. Portion it out, seal it up. This thing has better teeth and a grip than a pit bull. Let me show. Look at that. Right? Not even a glimmer of light. That is how tight it'll close. So it'll keep things fresh. It'll keep things from spilling. You can carry it in your bag. And it's very cool because once you have it in there, you can leave it in the office. Again, with the kids, if they're going to, out to play, they're going to the park, they're going to the library, to school, whatever. It's safe. It won't fall. They won't get cut on it. If it does fall, it won't break. That's what to say. They're not going to get cut. They're not going to get hurt. And it's in here. Great, too. Again, you're going out with the babies. They can put it in here, or you put it in there. And if they decide to play their favorite game of, hey, pick this up, it's not going to get broken. They come in different sizes, right? You can buy them in the set. I know. Here we go. See, there's an extra large one floating around. And a medium. And a small one. This is extra small. Use them. To make your life easier. Now, these are good for that kind of storage. Even for putting it when you go on vacation. You see how thin these are? And I have to apologize. This one did not belong in there. This is one of our other silicone bags. These are the slips. Use them for when you go away. Absolutely, right? You put some toiletries in there. Put your jewelry in here. They fold nice. They lay flat. They don't take up a lot of space in your suitcase or your carry-on. And whatever you put in here will be protected, right? If it spills, you don't have to worry. You don't have to say, oh my God, what happened, if this got knocked over. They could throw your luggage around, which they're going to do anyway. And whatever you put in here is going to be safe. So put a sandwich, take your lunch. Everything is good. And the best part, these and our regular silicone bags, which we're going to get to wash them, flip them inside out. These also go in the microwave. And they are suggested for the microwave. All our silicone bags, right? Middle shelf, don't put them down the bottom. Wash them, take them out, or take them off the drain board, and let them drip, and then turn it back the other way. They all tuck inside each other. Again, like almost no storage space, right, to use them. They are great to have. Throw your makeup in. Do you know you could put your cell phone in these bags and be able to use it while it's in the bag? How cool is that, right? If you go into the pool, whether it's the beach or even an enclosed pool or somebody's house, right? If somebody's always splashing something, if you're hanging out, right, and having a drink and you have your phone on the table, things get knocked over. Safe and sound. And you can use your phone while it's in the bag. That's right. You can get to the keys and press away, be able to check things, make a phone call if you have to, all while keeping it nice and safe. Now, these are regular bags. Here we go. And they also come in different sizes. Now, I'm missing from this set, and I thought I had another one. I probably do someplace where the kids have helped me put them away. There is one larger than this in the set. My granddaughter uses it for school because she's able to put in there not only her sanitary products, just in case, but also a pair of leggings rolled up in there and an extra underwear. All in that one little bag that she could seal it up, put it in her locker, or carry it in her backpack in case, God forbid, she has an emergency. She also has a small one that she carries in her book bag that she can keep her sanitary products in, or even in her purse. This way she has it with her. She goes to the ladies' room and, surprise, she can get changed. Or if she knows she has to, it's time for a change. Ladies, you know how that works. She has everything on her that she needs. Now, these, you can use them in the closet, right, to store things in. Your makeup, first aid supplies, anything can go in here. Pens and pencils, so you'll find them when the kids need them. Their markers, their highlighters. Everything is all in one spot on a shelf. You don't have to worry where you're going to put it. The only thing you might want to worry about is that if they know where it is, they will help themselves. And when you think you have something, it's not going to be there. That's all I'm saying. This is also great, for your wrapping things, right? Put ribbons in there, put the bows in there, and it makes it easy. Just grab a bag while you're doing your wrapping. The Scotch tape will be in there. Keep a scissor in there and you're set. Also great for your crochet supplies. Not so much your knitting because the needles will be too long, but your crochet, if you embroider, do any kind of needle point, these are great for holding all that together. If you sew, your needles, the tape measures, the bobbins, all of that, use one of these bags. You know what's even cooler about these bags? Let me tell you. Because Tupperware, we primarily started with things in the kitchen. Our bags are no exception. You've seen how they close, right? These teeth are tight. And there are other silicone, bags out there. I mean, I had a couple from years ago before Tupperware came out with theirs. And they served their purpose. They did not clench like this, those teeth. They were not as heavy. They were not as thick. That's it. Clench down, boys. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you in this one what those teeth look like. Once those teeth are closed, it doesn't leak. Things stay fresh. This can go in the refrigerator. It can go in your freezer. And then you know what you could do with it? It can go in the microwave. But it can also go in the oven. That's right. You think it's a marvel that our Ultra Pro plastic can go in the oven. You haven't seen these in action. That's right. Our silicone bags are also meant to be placed in a regular oven for you to heat and serve. And I'm going to tell you, I know I've said before, and I'm going to remind you, when you buy stuff like this that you are not conventional for like food storage or for baking with whatever, make sure you tell your kids why you bought it. Because they really love any kind of innovation. They love anything that looks like it's going to be fun, and they're going to remember. Like I said, I admit it. I'm going to put something away. I'm going to put it in the freezer. I'm looking for a bowl or for a container, like the vent and serve or one of our freezer mates. I'm looking for something like that. Sometimes you start to run out of room, especially around the holidays. You've made extra food. You've prepped extra food, right? You've got everything chopped up and ready to go. You did it ahead of time. It's in the freezer, so you're not killing yourself while you're trying to entertain guests and get everything together and maybe get your hair washed. All that is in order. These will stand upright, or you can lay them on top of each other. That's fine too. And they will be good to go. Even for ice, right? A lot of refrigerators today have all their ice makers, but sometimes you have more guests than you have ice. Fill the bags with ice and put them in the freezer. Or if you need like a big piece because you're making some kind of a punch, whatever, fill it up with the juice that you're going to use. Yeah, don't put like regular ice cubes and water in your punches or whatever because it's just going to dilute it. And You went to a lot of trouble to figure out what you wanted to put in there. Give a nice flavor, right? Yeah, you don't want water melting in there. If you freeze the juice, as it melts, it's already a component of your punch, and so it's going to blend, and the most it'll do is highlight the flavor, enhance it a little bit. But fill it up, right? Depending on how big your punch bowl is, whatever, use it. You're going tailgating, you're going to the beach. Fill this up with water, any size, depending on the size of your cooler or coolers. Put it in the freezer. Freeze it. Then take the whole bag, right? It'll be all locked up. Take the whole bag. Put them in the cooler. They will keep everything in the cooler cold. And as the ice defrosts, because as you know, the day goes on, it's not going to leak. You're not going to have to come home and say, oh my God, I got to dump out this cooler. And especially if you have one that doesn't have a hole. I mean, even with the drainage hole, sometimes it's a pain. But if it doesn't have a drainage hole, now it's a bigger pain. Also great, for the little coolers that you have that hold like a 6-pack or whatever. Put one of these in there. Use a small one. Freeze it. Put it on top of your cans, right? This way they'll keep it even colder. Again, the ice melts. It's contained in your bag. No mess. Bring it home. Open it up. Water your plants. Turn it upside down. Rinse it off. Let it dry. Put it away for next time. Nice and flat. They are so convenient and so durable. And of course they hold up. They're Tupperware. You could take them anywhere. Beach, the desert, shopping, wherever you're going. Tailgating, party at the house, right? Everybody's hanging out outside. You have maybe a barrel out there or the coolers out there. Use them for that. This way you even make ice ahead of time. You're not worrying if the ice maker's making enough, if you have to run and to the store and do an ice run. This is more efficient and it saves you money. I mean, think about it. You go to the store and buy ice. Just saying. Now, talking about water, which everybody knows I'm not particularly fond of, I want to talk again about, I'm going to have to look it up because I didn't remember its name. But this is an Aquavibe. That's what it is, the Aquavibe water bottle. Now, you can see, it has all kinds of measurements. There's time there. There's ounces and liters here. So you can keep track. I'm better with this side because I look and I say, uh-oh, it's 9 o'clock. You didn't even get to 8 o'clock yet. You better start drinking. This is like my poke to drink when my granddaughter's not here, because I have to say, she really stays on my butt to make sure I'm drinking what I'm supposed to drink. In fact, if she notices it's empty, I mean, it happens to be empty now because it just got washed, she makes it a point to fill it up because, really, you have to drink your water. Blah, 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 blah. You cannot put carbonated beverages in there, okay? So no diet soda. The reason is, and this is for any kind of a plastic water bottle, after a while, the carbonation affects the plastic. You don't want to do that. But you can put tea in it. You can put wine in it, although I wouldn't suggest like drinking that much wine during the course of the day, especially if you're running around with kids. But if you were going tailgating, it'd be good to put in here, right? Like I said, water. What I usually do, I put the water and they have those little packets of the flavoring. I do that. So that helps to get it down. Instead, I make no bones about it. Since I was a kid, I'm not a fan of water. But it's necessary, okay? Even in the winter, you have to be hydrated. Just because, you think you're not running around and sweating, whatever, your body still needs the lubrication that water gives it. Your organs need it. Your brain needs it. Everything about you needs the water, right? Your skin, to keep that moist, to keep it from being dry. Drink your water. I know. Preacher, heal thyself. Doctor, heal thyself. I have a granddaughter that acts as my preacher and doctor. So I'm going to tell you, this is great to have it take you through the entire day. Now, this again, it can go in the dishwasher if you use the middle shelf. But I have to warn you, and this part is not covered by warranty. All of this writing, and over here, after a while, if you use the dishwasher all the time for it, that could wear off. I mean, that's just a matter of, of it being washed and getting it scrubbing in the dishwasher. So, and that part isn't guaranteed. So if, like me, you need the reminders, you may not want to do it in the dishwasher very often. You wash it in the sink, give it a little scrub, and yes, as opposed to what my grandchildren think, even if you just drink water out of it, you have to wash it every so often. And we also carry bottle brushes, so keep that in mind. But yes, you have to wash it out. My grandchildren are always under the impression, I only had water in it. Not so. You still have to wash it. Your mouth is on there. I love them. The kids, Alrighty. The last thing I want to show you today is our holiday canister set. And for this, I need my cheat notes so that I can tell you how many ounces each one, well, actually cups each one holds. These are so cute. Look at this. How cute are they, right? So you get 3 of them for $25. Like, are you kidding me? With the guarantee and the warranty that Tupperware has, $25. And they'll be with you for every Christmas. Look at this, right? Little gingerbreads and candy and rocking horses. This one has ornaments. And the outside one, we have trees in the forest, all the evergreens. Perfect for the holidays. If you're the type that likes to change everything over, you can put your coffee, sugar, and flour in them. Display them on your counter. They really go in any room in the house. Put them in your parlor. You can have nuts in there, candy in there, the candy canes in there. Have them in the bathroom. This way you have whatever supplies you normally keep hidden away that you think you might need a little more of over the holidays. Cotton balls, bandages, things of that nature. Because for some reason around the holidays, everybody gets a little careless. So it's nothing too bad, right? You want to do it in there. Or even have like certain toiletries there if you're going to have guests over, right? You can use one like for sanitary products. So if somebody, needs it and they don't have to be embarrassed coming out to ask, you let people know. And tissues and like things, perfume or whatever, so want to freshen up. And put it in your bathroom, all right? It makes a nice display in there, and it's not advertising what everything is, so that people don't have to feel funny. You never know that people feel funny. Or the kids don't splash water in them, or something else happens. And if it happens to get knocked off the vanity or the back of the toilet, it's safe because it'll be in a leak-proof container, so nothing will get in there and ruin it. They all have their lids. And when you're done, right after the holidays, they nest. You can use them individually to make gifts for people, right? You don't have to have the whole thing together. Separate them. Put cookies, candy, whatever they might like in there, right? Something special for teachers, for the lady who does your nails, for the salon who washes your hair, the stylist who does your hair, your babysitter, somebody that gives you a ride, like back and forth to the store, that you just want to do a little something for. $25. We got the 3 of them. It's a great way to show somebody that you were thinking about them, because they'll have these for life. So every Christmas, they take it out. They'll think of you, how thoughtful you were, how kind you were, and they'll remember you. And they'll have something that they could use. Right? Usually we grab things like a candle or a box of candy, which is sweet. Let me tell you, if you send me candy, I'd be very happy. But you eat it, you burn it, it's gone. They will have these forever. They also make a great gift. Maybe somebody just got it, their first apartment or their new home, and they really don't have like a lot of holiday stuff. Get them started. And don't forget to fill them up. And again, you don't have to give them all of it. Maybe you just have a use for one of the containers, right? So gift the other 2. It's okay. You bought the whole thing, right? And you're sharing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like anything when you buy, like our slim pitcher set, comes 2. Maybe you only need 1. Gift the other one, right? Either just give it to somebody, or for the holidays, fill it up with something. Put a gift card in it. This way they can go buy whatever juice or milk or whatever they want to use it for. And they'll have it from you. And again, every time they use it, they'll be very thankful for it and for you, that you thought to give them such a great gift, something thoughtful, something they could actually use all the time. It's a wonderful thing. Put a dish towel in it, anything. All of our gifts, all of our products make excellent gifts. They can be combined with other things. Buy something small, growing into something else. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm glad I had a chance to talk with you guys. I hope to see you on site. And I will talk to you soon. Enjoy yourselves. Bye now.